I mean, this organization, ISIS, they've only come on our radar screens pretty recently. Of course, we've known of Al-Qaeda ever since 9/11. But now even Al-Qaeda feels that ISIS is going too far, which is kind of ironic when a group like Al-Qaeda, who are responsible for bringing down the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, would think this group is radical. But these guys use social media. They know how to get their message out. And their acts, these atrocities, these beheadings that they film and post. And I read recently that, 16 young boys were killed because they were watching a soccer game, and that was a violation of Sharia law. And they crucify people. And of course, the massacre recently in France. And the list just goes on. Do you see ISIS or these Islamic groups in general, Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah, others, playing a role in Bible prophecy?
I do, and for several reasons. First, of course, Jesus warned that wars, rumors of wars, revolutions, these would be happening and intensifying in the last days before we get to his return, Matthew 24 and Luke 21. So we see that. We see the persecution of Christians in Matthew 24. It's going to intensify, and Christians are under siege. I mean, not only are Christians being beheaded and crucified, I mean, bad enough, but little girls and little boys are being 8, 9, 10 years old, are being sold into sexual slavery by ISIS. It's just horrific. But then you also have an interesting prophecy in John chapter 16, verse 2. It's often overlooked as a prophecy. Jesus said, "An hour is coming when those who kill you will believe they're doing this in service to God." Now, that was true in the first century. Jewish leaders who hated the followers of Jesus persecuted, and so did the Romans. But I believe the hour has come now where we're seeing people who think they're doing it for God. Unfortunately, they're doing it to Satan. They're sacrificing Christians as blood sacrifices to their God. The other part is that we see the rise of all these countries surrounding Israel are going to try to attack and consume and savage Israel in the last days. And so a lot of judgments fall on the countries surrounding because their hearts are so wicked. Now, that's not true of every person in every country in that region yet, but if ISIS ends up, or a group like them, takes over control of that whole region as they want, this would be consistent with Bible prophecy.